Please give it up for Charlie
Yes,
Nadler.
Charlie.
Let me hear it.
What's up, guys? It's nice to meet you. My name is Charlie. My pronouns are he and him. My adjectives are dank and itchy. And my adverb is lifelessly. I had a really weird childhood. Both of my parents were magicians, so they were always doing crazy tricks around the house. They'd make stuff disappear in front of my eyes like my inheritance. They'd go, pick a card, any card, then max it out. I grew up half Jewish, so we celebrated Christmas and Hanukkah. So we had Santa Claus, but we also had Hanukkah Joe, who my dad just made up. It really was the same thing as Christmas, though. We just put 2 plates out, cookies for Santa, coupons for Hanukkah Joe. It's been a really hard week for me already. I just found out I have awful taste in music. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I started listening to Pandora and noticing the ads between songs. They say stuff like, hey, Lil Wayne fan, GED tuition getting in the way of those DUI costs? I'm addicted to gangster rap music, and I can't tell you why. I can't relate to it at all. And all I do is overanalyze it. On the way here tonight, I was listening to this Young Jeezy song, and he has this line where he's making plans with a buddy. And he goes, I'll get the weed, you just get the hose. And that line made me crazy. It's so much easier to get weed. Doctors can't write prescriptions for hoes. I'm just sitting there like, that's such an unfair trade-off, Yankees. It's like if I were a rapper and I was like, I'll buy the Funyuns, you just pay my rent. I like being out here. There's a lot of weed stores. We just got weed stores in Massachusetts, and I've never been to one before. It's weird. There's iPads and USB vapes everywhere. It feels like the Apple store dropped out of high school. And the edibles, the edibles are insane. When I smoke a lot of weed, I feel like a very high 35-year-old. But when I eat a lot of weed, I feel like I'm 99 years old. But I like eating edibles when I'm hanging out with my grandma, because she's 99 years old. So it feels like I'm like hanging out with some stoner buddy. We both forget what we were talking about. We eat dinner twice. We both got our licenses taken away. I had to stop smoking so much weed, though. It just made me way too stupid. I had my car stolen when I was super high. And at first I was like, wow, this weed is the bomb. I can't even see my car. And then I put it together and I called 911. And the operator said, what's your name, sir? And I thought she said, what's your nature? Which means absolutely nothing, but I magically interpreted that as what's your ethnicity? So my friend who's with me, he hears me go, help, my car's been stolen. I'm Caucasian. That's how dumb the weed made me. Like, I thought there were like different 911s. Like the operator would be like, sir, why didn't you say you had white privilege sooner? We'll patch you through to the real 911. I've been doing a lot of traveling recently. I just went to the Museum of Racism, which is what I call Florida. I love traveling to Colorado. I went skiing. I'm terrible at skiing. The worst part about being bad at skiing is the names of the trails. Expert Black Diamonds, coolest names ever. Beginner green circles that I have to go on, lamest names ever. And I hate having a conversation comparing the route down the mountain with like an expert buddy. He'll be like, yeah, first I carved up Thug Life. Then I shredded some serious gnar down Clitoris Rodeo. And then I finished out on Devil's Nutsack. What about you, Charlie? See, I started out on Fuzzy Bunny. And I took it on over to Little Spoon. And then I finished out on Smallest Wiener in Vale. I lost my virginity super late, and my friends would make fun of me for that, but I always thought it was a good thing. You know how people can be old souls and they're way ahead for their years? When I was in my 20s, I felt like my penis was like a young soul because it was so behind for its age. It's like when an old lady buys a car and barely drives it, and it's in way better condition than it should be. Like, I feel like that's how my wife reacted when she first saw my penis. Like, wow, this thing's still brand new, huh? Are you sure it's an 84? It rides like a 92. You guys have been a lot of fun. I'm Charlie Nadler. Thanks.